ভারতের দিল্লিতে ওয়ার্ল্ড ইকোনমিক ফোরাম আয়োজিত ইন্ডিয়ান ইকোনমিক সামিটের সমাপনী অধিবেশনে যোগ দিয়েছেন প্রধানমন্ত্রী শেখ হাসিনা। সরাসরি চলে যাচ্ছি সেখানে।
And also different type of university, so that training is a must. But in this training, I think that all our other countries, like South Asian country or Southeast Asian country, and also even abroad, new technology is coming up. So we want to educate our children this new technology so that they can adapt new technique, they can work. So that way we can develop our production and also diversification of our products, and then we can do the trade business that way. So Bangladesh has very good opportunity. And as I mentioned earlier, that already we have signed some agreement with all our neighbors. And with our next door neighbor, like in India and Myanmar, well, all the connectivity we had in the past, but somehow it was stopped in 1965. But after that, now I am also taking initiative to open the door, because the communication is very, very important. Physical communication and also ICT communication, digital device, use of digital devices and digital system, online communication, the new technology. Everything is very, very important nowadays to improve trade, business, training, everything. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. Um, Deputy Prime Minister, you may comment also on this question, but I have an additional question, and maybe it's the last one because we are coming to an end of our session. You could define such two types of today of capitalism fighting each another. One is state capitalism, the other one is shareholder capitalism. I would say there is something in between, which I would call stakeholder capitalism. And I would even...
Or even in the very basic 10 years of, 10, 12 years of basic education, so that everyone has the fundamentals to ride on the new wave of change. Now, the other area that we can work together is, of course, making full use of the technology, because technology is not just about it has to be more, it has to be human-centric, that we have to think of how we can use technology in particular.
RFL UPVC থ্রেড পাইপ ফাটে না ভাঙে না, একবার লাগিয়ে থাকুন নিশ্চিন্তে। RFL UPVC থ্রেড পাইপ।
স্বাগত ডিবিসি নিউজের বিকেল 4টার সংবাদে। শুরুতেই মার্কেন্টাইল ব্যাংক সংবাদ শিরোনাম। বাংলাদেশে পেঁয়াজ রপ্তানিতে নিষেধাজ্ঞা প্রত্যাহারে ভারতের প্রতি প্রধানমন্ত্রীর আহ্বান, সিদ্ধান্ত আগে জানানোর তাগিদ। রাজধানীর পাইকারি বাজারে কমলেও এখনো খুচরা বাজারে পেঁয়াজের দাম চড়া, দাম নিয়ে অসন্তুষ্ট ক্রেতা বিক্রেতারা। দুর্বৃত্তায়ন চক্র ভাঙতে বদ্ধপরিকর প্রধানমন্ত্রী, বললেন কাদের। দুর্নীতি বিরোধী অভিযানের তাৎপর্য নেই, দাবি বিএনপির। এবারে জানাবো খবরের বিস্তারিত, আর আপনাদের সাথে আছি আমি নিকিতা নন্দিনী। ভারতের দিল্লিতে ওয়ার্ল্ড ইকোনমিক ফোরাম আয়োজিত ইন্ডিয়ান ইকোনমিক সামিটের সমাপনী অধিবেশনে যোগ দিয়েছেন প্রধানমন্ত্রী শেখ হাসিনা। সরাসরি চলে যাচ্ছি সেখানে।
To use it even better, even more intensively, and Shobana's business model, I mean, to bring healthcare to so many people is really quite a breakthrough. So in this, just in this small little circle, you see how much can be done, and of course, everyone in this room have even more ideas on what we can do together. Now, But what is very important is also to promote deeper understanding of each other and of our strengths. So in Singapore, we try very hard to do this. We have several institutes in our university. The Institute of South Asian Studies, which look at South Asia, the Institute of Southeast Asian Study, which we now have renamed Yusof Ishak Institute of Southeast Asian Study, named after our first president. And it is doing very good work to understand Southeast Asia, and now we are hoping to get them to do even closer work. Southeast Asia, South Asia, East Asia, and combining the work into, we also have an institute called the Asian Competitiveness Institute, to look at how we can build on the strengths of each other and make Asia even more competitive. Because by doing that, we can be even better in the way that we use resources, in the way that we develop and grow our people. So those are the opportunities I believe that are there. But the key is, as Prime Minister Hasina said, we need to also make sure that our businesses, which are the basic units of organization in many of these activities, are able to collaborate even better. And as governments, we can help to build the bridges, build the frameworks, create the enabling environment, educate our people, invest in R&D, and encourage our businesses to adopt good practices, to collaborate with one another across borders, and we can do more together.
Thank you, Deputy Prime Minister. If I had to write a book again on the fourth industrial revolution, I would concentrate on two areas, education and agriculture. I think we underestimate the impact of technologies on those two areas. We will have, in my opinion, a real revolution in both areas, in agriculture and in education, and that's so much needed. But Shailendra, you were mentioned, and you are at the forefront. Is the region, and I think of South Asia and Southeast Asia, is the region really embracing the fourth industrial revolution? And what would you suggest in order to go even further ahead? What is still missing, in your opinion? Not just praising. I want to hear what is missing.
Yeah, thank you, Professor Schwab. First, again, it's an honor to be here and be part of the India Summit. Honorable Prime Minister, I think your story and your progress in Bangladesh is so inspiring. Minister Heng and I have had a chance, Deputy Prime Minister, to have some discussion on this topic. And again, Singapore's examples are so inspiring. But on this topic, I feel we are very lucky that this region is broadly sort of industrializing in the new internet era, where there are 700-800 million monthly active users already in just in India, South Asia, Southeast Asia, in that order of magnitude. We have the world's cheapest bandwidth in this region. We have the world's most advanced payment infrastructure in this region through UPI in India and now mobile wallets in other countries. We live in an era of cloud computing where it's very easy for people to actually start businesses. We live in an era of open source where new entrepreneurs and engineers can start businesses quite easily. And then not only all that, we have these phenomena called app stores and so on and so forth, where they can distribute seamlessly around the world for very, very low cost. And so, from our standpoint, I think we live at a time where it's really extraordinarily easy for founders to start and grow companies. And there's a very wide market locally in this region, which hasn't existed in the past. So we just feel like it's a really incredible time period for India, South Asia, Southeast Asia, all of these regions, and we see thriving innovation across sectors, and especially 2 or 3 sectors come to mind. One of which is the first and most important is financial services, financial inclusion, that is enabled through the Aadhaar, eKYC, UPI in India, and other similar efforts in the other markets through the wallets that are growing rapidly in Indonesia and other countries, and bKash in Bangladesh and so on and so forth. And this is really, we think, very powerful because, hundreds of millions of people who did not have access to financial services in the past are now, data is being generated on their